Thanks for staying with us on NDTV Hindu's special show Bill of Rights that tells you about your rights. This is the third and final story on the show today. Love them or hate them, gadgets are here to stay. Even if you don't take too easily to them, you need to use them. But just imagine how horrifying it would be if the expensive equipment that you just bought simply failed to work even for a single day. Well, that nightmare turned reality for this customer and he had to approach the consumer court. Do watch this story to find out more.
Investing all his savings, Sriram, a dentist, bought a physio dispenser. Only the dental aid instrument began leaking from day one, even without human touch. The concerned technician assured him it was a minor fault and it could be set right within a week. It was not. 2 months later, the dentist was given the bad news. The motor was burnt and needed to be replaced. The equipment returned home, as did the problem. He finally decided to get some service and approached the consumer court.
The court held that the opposite party showroom should pay rupees 10,000 towards deficiency in service as compensation and rupees 2,000 as cost.
Like Sriram, when our office equipment breaks down, our entire workflow suffers and profit as well. So, is there a solution? Our expert tells you what you can do in a similar situation.
Person purchases equipments for his own livelihood. It is duty of the manufacturer to install it and for maintenance and other things. When any problem arises at the initial stage, it is bound on duty of the manufacturer and the seller to rectify those defects through technical assistance. If they are not able to rectify it within a short period, then they certainly have to replace the entire instrument without any other charges.
Best after sales service. Every seller promises you that. But it is often just so many words without any backup. Forget the periodic maintenance checks. Even while installing a new product, things are rarely smooth. Our advice: know your rights and demand what is due to you. In Chennai, Bertila, NDTV Hindu.
A special guest joined us and told us what steps we could take to avoid landing in a similar situation.
In such cases, when a consumer buys such an expensive product, what sort of a checklist that they should take with them?
Whatever the product might be, like even if it's going to cost 10 rupees or in crores, like first they should get the warranty card, get the bill of the, when they buy a product, they should get the bill from the dealer or the manufacturer and the warranty card with the seal and date of the dealer, which is very important. They should hold these documents basically, and if there is a problem, they should take it to the authorized service center to get it serviced. If they take it to a local shop, then they may land in trouble if the problem continues and if they have to ask for a replacement. So they should take it to the authorized service center for service. And if the problem continues, then they should demand for a replacement.
Right. Ma'am, yeah. Now often what happens is you see something fancy in the market and you want to get it and you get it, but you don't really have the technical know-how to check if it is functioning properly. It's later that you get the product, you start exploring it, that you realize that some of the functions are not working as promised. So how do you check initially? Is there some way to check that initially?
No, it's not technically possible as you said, but what we can do is, like, we can do a quick search about the product on the internet. We have the facility now, or we can inquire with our friends and people who already have such products at home, and we can ask for the, like, which is the best brand or whatever, and then we can try to go in for that. That we can do, but then technically checking it might not be possible, as you said.
Yeah. All right, and there are a lot of grey markets also today. You mentioned the guarantee card or the warranty period is there, but there are several grey markets these days, and people go there to buy expensive products since they come in a lesser rate, but over there they give no guarantee. So at that time nothing is possible, right?
No, it's not possible. I think here the consumers should be aware. They should know that when they go in for a grey market product, then there is no guarantee or warranty for it. Even when we have a warranty card, it's very difficult to make a claim. And in such cases, like if you go in for a grey market product, then it becomes it's almost impossible actually, even to make a legal claim, because you don't have proper papers. to prove.
Okay, so how often do you get such complaints, ma'am? We've seen several reports on our Bill of Rights special saying the very next day the product malfunctions. So how many cases come to you in an
There are
average?
many, like you can never like put a number to the number of complaints. The problem is the dealers and the manufacturers, they should own responsibility. If there is an issue, when a person comes to you with the problem, and when you very clearly know that it is your product and it's well within the warranty period and all that, I think they should act more responsibility and take give a replacement or get it repaired or whatever, depending on the nature of the complaint, which they don't do normally. That is the problem.
Absolutely. That's in fact my next question to you. How much responsibility is with the seller? How much is it with the dealer? Because who you actually approach is the dealer, because he's more easily accessible.
Yeah.
So who gets
Both are equally responsible, because he is the one who sells and we hold a bill given by him, right? So he is also responsible and the manufacturer is also equally liable. So when we go to the court, we can hold both of them responsible actually. Yes.
All right, and first of all, getting in touch with the firm is a difficult task. But once they do, also, if at all a technician turns up to repair the damage done, they are not. Most of them are not quite aware.
Qualified.
Yeah, qualified.
They are
Yeah.
not.
enough,
Yeah, that is another big issue actually. They don't even know what the problem is actually. They are not able to identify the problem, and so like it keeps the problem keeps recurring. And the consumer is, at the end of the day, like the consumer is absolutely harassed. He is totally fed up with the product and he wants to, like, he insists only on a refund mostly. They don't want a replacement also, because it's going to, they have this feeling that it's going to continue actually. So I think these, again, the authorized service centers should have people who are competent enough to handle such complaints, who know well about the product and who should be able to address the issues.
So in case you get a technician home who does not seem to be competent enough or qualified enough to handle that problem, and it's obvious that he cannot handle it, then what does the customer have to do first of all?
See, first, if the issue is not, ultimately the issue needs to be resolved, right? We should have the product should be repaired and we should be able to use it. That is the thing. We are not bothered, we are not bothered about if he is a qualified person or not. But if he is not qualified, he is not able to attend to the thing. That is the problem. So it is a problem of the company again. If they, as far as I am concerned, my product should work. If it doesn't, then I will insist only on a replacement.
Right.
That is it.
But sometimes it happens that the technician comes, things seem to get better, the machine works, but just after a day it goes back to the original or comes up with another problem. Then what do you do?
No, we should get a service report. That is very important. A job sheet, no? Every time they come for service, we should get the job sheet. Normally what happens is, within the warranty period, they don't give a job sheet. They make an entry in their records, but they don't give a job sheet. What we can do is take this, whatever they maintain, take a Xerox of it, ask the person to wait, take a Xerox copy of it and maintain, have it with us, so that we will know how many times they come. Like 4 or 5 times the problem continues and the product is not working, then it's easier for us to make our claim for a replacement or refund, whatever.
Well, that's all we have for you this weekend on the show. Please remember to catch the Bill of Rights segment on our special breakfast show, Good Morning Chennai, on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays between 7:30 and 8:30 a.m. That's when you can call us live on 3063-2994 or 3042-7777 and talk to a consumer rights activist directly for a solution to your problems. You could also write to us at feedback@ndtv-hindu.com with your suggestions and tell us what you thought of today's Bill of Rights. Thanks for watching.